Hey, my name is Barb Herrera. This is Health at Any Cost, and I'm taping this on New Year's Eve, 2025. So tomorrow is 2026, and a lot of people are starting their New Year's resolutions tomorrow. So I wanted to jump on for a few minutes and talk about something that has helped me over the past almost 4 years of being on GLP-1s. I started 4 years ago. Well, in spring of 2022, I started at 405 pounds, and now my low has been 121 or so was my low, but 125 is where I hover, and so I've lost 280 pounds over the last almost 4 years. And habits for me were very difficult. I did not have any habits except for sleeping. That would be the only thing that I had. I could not walk for almost 10 years, and I had to walk even the 5 feet to the bathroom with a walker. So when I started GLP-1s, I started on Trulicity first. When I started on Trulicity, it took me about 2 months to be able to get to the bathroom without the walker. And the bathroom was 5 feet away. And then to get to the end of the driveway to go get the mail, that was about 8 months total to be able to get there. And it was one step in front of the other, and that's all it was. And this is what I want to talk about the habits. That habits don't just come because you want them. They come because of consistency. They come because you are literally not just walking, but everything, whether it is making sure you have protein first, making sure you start your day with water, making sure that you are moving your body in a way that makes it feel good and comfortable. These little tiny things are what add up into something that creates change. Just this morning, and it was 39 when I went out walking, and I walked for 5 miles is what I did this morning. And I'll be walking more this afternoon as well. In my life, if you would have told me that I would be up walking in 39-degree weather, I would have thought you were nuts. And I had a hat, and I had my gloves, and I had my hoodie on, and my jacket, and my coat, and yeah, I was just covered in clothing. And I walked, and I walked, and I walked, and I walked, and it was wonderful. So yesterday, we're going to go there first. Was yesterday, I had my tummy hurt really bad in the morning. I didn't feel so good. So I did not go walking in the morning yesterday. All day long, I was antsy. I would look outside and I'd think, okay, let's get your shoes on and let's get outside. When I get up in the morning, the first thing I do is I put on a shirt. I put on my walking leggings that have pockets on the side so that I can have my headphones and my phone on the other side. And I had those on yesterday, but I didn't go walking, and I kept feeling caged. It was like, what's wrong? There's something wrong. And in the afternoon, when the sun started to go down and started to get cooler, finally my tummy settled down, and I put on my shoes, just slipped them on, and walked for about 4 miles. When I got home, I was like, my day is complete. I walked. Now, what's so interesting is that I had 4 surgeries this year in 2024. And each time after I woke up from surgery, from the anesthesia, my first question was, when can I go walking? It did not dawn on me back in March of 2024 that when I said, when can I go walking? And April of 2024, and then July of 2024, and then October of 2024, it never dawned on me that when I woke up and I said, when can I go walking? That was a habit. That was something that had been so ingrained in my head from just repetition that I knew I would miss it if I didn't do it. And each time after surgery, they would say, well, you need to wait about 2 or 3 weeks, or if it was on my leg, it'd be about 4 weeks or so. And I was as non-compliant as can be. I was up between 2 days and 5 days post-op every time walking. Even if all I did was walk outside to the end of the driveway, I walked. And then I didn't stop there. I kept going. And it felt amazing. I felt like me, but I did not piece it together until yesterday with feeling like I was caged. And I was like, okay, so this, I finally created a habit, a good habit. I mean, when I was little, I would bite my nails, I cracked my knuckles, I did all kinds of stuff that were bad habits, bad habits. You're not supposed to do those. I've created a good habit and I want you to do the same thing. That's why I'm talking to you, because here we go tomorrow. Even if you, and I really, 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 I want you to pick one thing. And if all you do, if it's walking, and I'll use that as an example, if it's walking, you put on your shoes and you walk 10 steps outside and turn around and come back. And that's all you have to do each day. And each day you're going to find yourself at 10 steps and you're going to be like, okay, well, I can do 2 more and turn around and go back. Or I can do 30 more. I can go to the end of the driveway and turn around. I don't want you to go in your head, I'm going to start a habit of walking 30 minutes every day or 45 minutes every day or 2 hours every day or 10,000 steps every day. I'm going to encourage you not to start there. Start like I did. Start at the beginning. Start at 2 steps, 5 steps. Oh, I'm going to cry. I remember what that was like. I felt like I was on the top of the world when I got to the bathroom. It was amazing. 5 feet, and I did it. And now today it was 5 miles. It's 4 years later. So I've had time to work up to it. Imagine if you do 2 steps today, where you might be in 4 years. But don't think that far ahead. Think of today and then the next day and then the next day. Literally 1 foot in front of the other, like you're on a balance beam. You put 1 foot here and then you put the next foot in front of it and then the next foot in front of it and then the next foot in front of it. And you just walk. Just do your steps. If that's not your jam, then don't do that. If it's pickleball, just put on your clothes, go to the pickleball court. If you don't want to do anything, go back home. But you're there, you know you're going to do it. If it's in the gym, if you're needing to go to the gym, this is one that's really difficult, is because people say, I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to be there an hour every day. I'm going to go for an hour for 3 times a week, 3 or 4 times a week. Instead, I encourage you to put on your shoes and walk to the door and then turn around if you want. Put on your shoes, get the keys in your hand, go turn on the car, and if you're done, get out and go back to the house. Each day, you're going to go a little further, a little further. When you make it a habit that you put on your shoes, it's going to click like dominoes. Oh, I put on my shoes, I walk to the car, I put the key in, I turn on the car, I back out, I drive to the gym, okay? And each step you can do at a time. If you get to the gym in the car and you want to go home, flip and do it. If you get to the gym and you walk in and you want to go home, do it. If you get to the gym and you get on the treadmill for 5 minutes and you want to go home, go. Each step builds on each other. Each step is exactly what you want. I encourage you to not start with huge plans. I'm going to eat right. I'm going to go to the gym 3 times a week. I'm going to walk 5 miles a day. I'm going to eat protein first. I'm going to count all my calories. I'm going to drink the 120 ounces of water. I'm going to make sure to take all my supplements. I'm going to blah, 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 blah. 2 things. 1 is take your shot. And 2 is find one thing. that you can create a habit with. Because I'm telling you what, when you build that one habit, it makes you kind of antsy to do another. And then you can go, oh, I get this. I get this. It may take you a year to be able to get into the gym. It may take you a year to get 500 steps. It's okay. Just put your shoes on and walk to the door. Put your shoes on and step forward. Go in the kitchen. Do exactly what you need to do. That one thing, whether it's just cook chicken for the week and put it in baggies and freeze it, and then you can thaw it during the day. One baggie during the day. If it's hard boiled eggs, you're going to go and you're going to get the hard boiled eggs. You're going to get the eggs at the store. You're going to come home and you can let the eggs sit in your refrigerator, or you can get the big pan and you can boil the eggs. If you don't know how to hard boil eggs, look it up. There's all kinds of tutorials about how to hard boil eggs. And if you're like me and you buy the already peeled eggs, what I do is I put them in little baggies of 2. And I know it's wasteful, blah, blah, blah. But sometimes you have to do what you got to do. So I put 2 in each baggie, and I have a fridge in my room with my medication. And so I put 2 baggies of 2 each in there so that if I get hungry and I don't feel like cooking anything, but I know I need to eat some protein, there's the egg sitting right there. And I replace them as I go around. So there's all these little tiny, really small increments that you can do. And I don't want you to be afraid. I want you to be brave. I want you to be brave. Think like I did. Think like I did when I came out of anesthesia. And I was like, when can I go walking? And it just almost fell out of my mouth. I had no idea that I was going to even say that. And then it became a joke with the surgery team. They were like, oh, you want to know when you're going to go walking, right? And I was like, yes, I want to know when I can go walking. Well, you can do this. And every time I came in for my post-op appointments and told them, oh, I was a little non-compliant, I walked 2 days after, I walked 3 days after, they're like, we knew it. We knew you would, but we have to tell you what we have to tell you. Now, if I had been walking and I felt bad, I would not have done it. If I felt bad, even putting my shoes on and walking to the door and didn't feel well, I wouldn't have done it. So know that you have to listen to your body. If you're sick, if you got COVID, or if you've got the flu and you can't walk, you don't do it. You do what you can. But when you walk to the bathroom, when you've got the flu, think of that as walking. When you walk to the front door, when you go to get the mail, when you go to get the bucket to barf in, when you go to get the soup, anything, when you go to move your feet, see that as walking, because it is. It's moving forward. I'm going to check in with you during the year, and I want to know what habit. I want to know down in the comments, what habit is it that you desire to create this year? It's not much time to come up with something. I should have probably done this about 2 weeks ago. But think of something that you want to do. One thing beside your shot, one thing that you want to do that will bring you forward in 2026. I love you all. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate you very, very much. And I really want you to go to my Substack. On my Substack, I write a lot. I feel like I write much better than I do speak. So if you could go to my Substack and subscribe, that would be awesome. There are ways to do a paid subscription, but there's a free subscription as well. And I'd love to have you there. I have no paywall. So I'd love to have you come and read the plethora of things that I talk about there. And I love you all. Happy New Year. Have a beautiful, beautiful New Year, guys. Love you. Bye.